everybody? Welcome to a new video, new vibes on my channel. You're always welcome to my channel. My name is Keionna, for those of you who don't know, and as always, please make sure you guys are signed into YouTube to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell to join the notification crew and sprinkle some love on that like button to better help this channel grow if you like this video. This month we read Sacred Woman, A Guide to Healing the Feminine Body, Mind, and Spirit by Queen Afua. This is a really pretty book. I mean, really beautiful on the inside and out. I really like this cover. I feel like this is very welcoming into the realm or the world of women, and I love the use of color in this cover. This book was published in 2000, pre-COVID, and this is the 20th anniversary edition, and we are now in 2024, so next year will be the 25th anniversary of Sacred Woman. Sacred Woman first emerged for me around COVID, and Queen Afua touches base on wellness practices that have helped aid women during COVID, with praise from women like Erykah Badu, Lauren London, and Jada Pinkett Smith. I was nervous about reading this book at first, and reading it just from the beginning, I knew that it was going to be a joy to read, and I couldn't wait to delve deeper into this book. I just felt so ready. I was so happy and grateful that I got to read this book. This was such an exciting journey to embark on. I actually read this book while listening to the audiobook on Audible, so I recommend listening to the audiobook as well. It's actually narrated by Queen Afua herself, and she seems like such a sweet lady, and she has like this nurturing motherly voice that is extremely well versed and knowledgeable in this particular area of womanhood. Also gonna link her YouTube video to the introduction of the Sacred Woman gateways in the description bar down below if you're interested, which if you are interested in this guide, you should also do more research outside of reading the book. I highlighted and sticky tabbed all of the things that I found to be the most interesting. I think there are a lot of interesting ideas in this book, as you can tell. I feel like this book can be overwhelming, so I would take breaks in between reading because I really want to make sure that I am fully processing, comprehending, and formulating my own opinions, and because I feel like it makes for better note-taking. This is not the kind of book that you read just once. You will have to go back multiple times to really grasp and understand what is being taught, because this really is a guidebook. It's an easy to follow instruction guide, and it's very thorough and helpful and elaborate, and it can also be viewed as a textbook for physical and spiritual health purposes as well, which is really cool. It's actually somewhat of a picture book, and I like the way that it's put into a guide. It's almost like a tutorial. There are 3 parts, 16 chapters, and 11 gateways, and in part 3 we get introduced to and we get to unlock all of the gateways and rites of passages into Sacred Woman. There are also 3 degrees, each individually equivalent to a bachelor's, master's, and a PhD. The first degree is Gateway 0. The second degree is studying all of the gateways individually, and the third degree is the gateways of initiation, which is like a doctoral degree or PhD. There's also a counterpart to Sacred Woman for men. It's called Man Heal Thyself, The Wellness Warrior's Journey to Self-Mastery. And after reading this book, I definitely want to encourage all my kings and male viewers out there to go cop that book, because these books are definitely made for kings and queens. And as a matter of fact, I might even go cop that book myself, because I want to learn more about men on a mental level. I don't know, and I feel like it wouldn't hurt to, you know, learn more about men on like a physical, mental, and spiritual level, especially because I have a son. Sacred Woman is like a new awakening to me, and I am doing sacred womb healing work. That is currently where I'm at in my spiritual journey. Sacred Woman is more than just a book title. Sacred Woman is referred to as a journey, Sacred Woman as a education, Sacred Woman as a program, Sacred Woman as a rite of passages, utilizing ancient holistic wisdom and practices from ancient civilizations to heal your womb. It's all about women's health, and it's highly intelligent, intuitive, empowering, and deeply spiritual. All my mothers, queens, goddesses, fairies, and feminists, tap in. This book encompasses so much information and knowledge and wisdom and gems, and one of the things that made picking this book up worth it for me was remembering and realizing that we are all on a spiritual journey as spiritual beings, And that doesn't just stop because we are still human. I don't know who else can relate, but I am such a DIY, natural, holistic type of girl. Like, I love at-home remedies for just about everything. So I'm always gonna try to go the natural route if it is available and accessible. And 9 times out of 10, that's the first thing that I'm gonna try. I definitely think that this book is infused with activation codes that trigger you to want to pursue greater health, which is good. That within itself is insightful because it made me remember and realize that things are all code like. The colors that we see, the clothes that we wear, the music that we listen to, getting sunlight, being out in nature, all of those things carry codes. So it was interesting in that way. I literally started doing a full body workout while I was reading the book. I don't know, something about it just really motivated me to get up and start working out because that's normally my method for caring for myself. And I also made a green juice as well. I immediately saw myself in this book when it started to talk about childbirth because I am a mother and I have had that experience. And this book was interesting to me because after childbirth, I've always been looking for natural ways to heal. Rejuvenate and the wombniverse are two words that I resonated with and that I was able to take away from this book. And the womb is referred to as a spiritual entity here. This book is all about healing the body of women. And I think not only just an individual woman, but also the sort of like the general whole of like some sort of collective consciousness that we as women all have, and just like healing that energy. It's also about how whole the female body is and how wise it is and how we've always known that it is, but it's been stripped away over the years due to oppression and harmful behaviors. It not only teaches us of healing, but it also teaches us how to identify. Yeah, so it not only teaches us of healing, but it also teaches us how to identify the form that our healing comes in so that we are aware when we're being healed. It's like rerouting or redirecting us back to ourselves. And it's sort of like she's almost speaking to our wombs and putting the focus on that part of our healing. And it's not something to be grossed out about. I feel like I really love how this book is so forgiving. It encourages us to know our womb and to be conscious of our womb's being and the relationship that we have with our womb, and the very fact that it has created us into women, and that is very powerful and deep. Healing also includes the female mind and spirit, the way that we speak, eat, act, move, the way that we treat ourselves, and the career paths that we choose. Healing the womb through releasing and letting go of past hurts. I've talked about this before and it is so beautiful because I remember when I was pregnant, I craved all of the same foods that I used to love from my childhood. And it was just really interesting to me, and that just goes to show that my younger self needing to be healed was manifesting through my pregnancy. Connecting with your womb and acknowledging the presence of your womb's spirit, centering the relationship that you have with your womb through journaling. I definitely feel like my body tells me things about myself and my fears, especially after childbirth. Loving your womb and putting love into your womb like you would love a baby or something that you really value. Queen Afua offers affirmations to help empower and heal your womb. She helps us awaken to the presence of our womb, and she is honest and humble about it. Spiritual aspects are more like observances or calling on one's spiritual energies. I am a Christian, so I don't really resonate with the whole spiritual energies thing. It's sort of like the revival of ancient Egyptian traditions. So like instead of gods and goddesses, they're referred to as spiritual energies. I do believe that I am and we are all divine beings though, and this all might sound like new age spirituality, but I honestly see it as the Lord's provision, and Queen Afua is simply assisting us to accessing that provision. I believe that God wants us all to live a beautiful and harmonious life, and much of what Queen Afua is speaking on here is helping us to live that life by healing us, because when we're healed, our lives are beautiful. It is a true transformation of self that Queen Afua has made with love. This might be too deep and a little overwhelming to some people because a lot of this work is required to be done on a daily basis. I do feel like you can gradually incorporate these things into your life over time until they become a daily routine. I know with Western culture, there's so much hustle and bustle, and this might not seem like it's practical for some women, but I want to encourage those who are interested in going on this journey to sort of slow down and be mindful of your healing, because it is a real thing. He talks about all sorts of tonics that help with different ailments, and there's virtually a tonic for just about every sacred encounter and every gateway. There's a tonic or a tea for every sacred circle, sacred journaling, sacred altar work, sacred clothing, sacred silence, sacred movement, sacred everything. This is almost like an herb specialist, so you can also keep this book in your kitchen as well. What I love about this book the most is that this is the type of book that actually makes you do the work, which is truly ideal. Just as a side note, you might want to get a Sacred Woman journal to journal down your observances or your encounters or your creations, and to journal your progress essentially. One journal prompt that I found to be really profound and that I'm going to be starting is found in Gateway 8, and it is the Love Progress Report for Women. And it's basically a journal entry for past and present lovers that basically help me assess the state that I was in during those relationships, and that's supposed to help with deconditioning certain influences that have shaped the attitude that I have towards relationships. I really like how it helps us challenge our thoughts towards romantic relationships or just relationships in general, to help us identify any toxic behaviors or thought processes that have been harmful to our wombs especially. She also teaches us how to create sacred altars for praying and meditation, and this was one of my favorite parts out of this book, as well as the journal prompts and herbal tonics. The thing about this book is that it is only the beginning. Like, the journey doesn't stop after the book is finished. The journey begins once you complete the book. So I love how the book is impactful long after it's been read. That is all that I have for this book review for Reading Out Loud Book Club for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. If you did, leave a huge thumbs up. If you watched the video to the very end, you're a real one. Leave me white heart emojis in the comments down below to let me know that you guys are all here. And I will see you guys in our next video, our next book club video right here. Until next time, bye.